Hi guys, and welcome to another Divi video. This is Jamie from System22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. Well, we're using one of my favorite plugins today. It's the Divi Supreme Modules plugin for Divi, obviously. And they've just released a new module, and it's a content switcher, which is great. You've got this little switch here, and you can switch from one type of content to another type of content. And here I've just got a regular text module. I'm hitting the switch and it's popping up contact form from my library here. Over here we've just got some text, and when I hit the switch, it switches to an image. And they're great little features to have on your site. Really easy to do. So let's get started. I'll show you how to build these. Okay, once enabled, let's go down to where we want to work. And I'm going to add a new section. I'll make it similar to what we had here. Now, first thing I'm going to do, I'm just going to create something to have as a pop-up. I'm going to put it in our library to show you how to do this. So I'll just put a call to action in there. And let's put the button on it as well. Just need to add a link to the button to have it show up. There we go. I'm going to leave it just like that. So I want to save this to my library now, so I just hit the save button here. I'm going to hit the little save to library icon just to the left of the trash can there, left click. And we'll give it a name. I'll call it Pop CTA, pop-up call to action, and save it to my library. Once saved, I can trash that. Now, because we're going to use it in our library to pop up, I need to refresh this page so that it sees it in the library. So I'm just going to save the draft and refresh my page. Okay, once loaded, let's go and put in our first content toggle. So I'm going to hit the little button, add a new module. Divi comes with all the light grey ones. When you add Supreme modules, you get another 42 or 43 of these sort of purpley blue ones here, and they are some fantastic additions. There's our content toggle. I'm going to left click, put that in there, and there we go. Okay, I'm going to say content 1 for the heading, and the heading is the part that appears to the left and the right of the little switch there. And content type for this first, I'll do custom content. I'll just put a bit of lorem and dummy text in there. There we go. And for content 2, I'm going to use a library. We'll find that little call to action module that we put in our library, and it says select library, and that one should be right down at the bottom. There it is, Pop CTA. Okay, well, let's head on over to our design. First thing you can do, you can style your switcher there. I'll just make it a little bit smaller. You've got your primary background. So I'll do the same as I did for the top. I'll make that black. Secondary background, when it's over to number 2, keep that black. And let's make the button red. There we go. Content 1. Well, I'll give it some padding all around. I'm doing similar to what I did up the top here. Just put in the 50, it'll put in the pics for you. Hit the chain, it'll do the opposite side. Same with the left and right. By default, it's got 4 pics rounded corners. That's fine. You can add more space on the top or bottom if you need to. And obviously you can change your fonts, usual sort of text styling options you get with most Divi modules here. Let's give our content 1 a bit of a coloured background. Choose a slightly different colour this time. Okay. Move on to content 2. I'm not going to give this any padding at all because it's just a simple module. It's got its coloured background already. We can add more spacing at the top if we need it. I'm quite happy with all that right there. Let's put a little border on this. And we can add a bit of padding to the top to push that down a little ways. I'm going to put a bit of curve on those corners. They got 4 pics, so I'll stick to 4 pics. There we go. And let's go on back up to spacing here. Let's give it an extra 20 on the top. Fantastic. And we'll finish off just with a bit of box shadow. Great. So that's our first little one taken care of there. And for the one where we just flip from text to image, couldn't be easier also. We'll add that same module over here. There it is, content toggle. I'll make first title text. And I'll paste in that bit of lorem ipsum that I had before. Let's move this over so you can see what's going on. Content 2, I'm just going to put an image in there. I'm going to hit the add media button. I'll give it the title of image. Now let's put that one in there. I want to make sure it's a reasonable size, so I'm going to make mine large. Great. Not going to do anything else to it. Let's go ahead and just a bit of basic style on the switcher and just change the background color, I think. There we go, and I'm not going to do anything else to this particular one. So let's save our changes, save our page changes, save draft or publish if you're ready, and let's exit the Visual Builder. Alright, so here we go, here's content 1. And there's our little call to action we saved in our library. And you can switch, any content you want down here. Your library items, you can have all kind of stuff in there, whatever you've got in your library. And here's our simple text to image over here. And those are some great little effects, and they're really useful too for switching between content. For instance, you could have a disclaimer here that goes to a contact form. Oh.